Hey there guys, Mark here. So just arrived at our campsite. We're gonna be doing a little camping for a weekend, or a couple of days anyway, not on a weekend. And we arrived here a little bit too early. Hang on a second here. We arrived here a little bit too early, and we can't set up yet. So what we're gonna do is we got our fishing poles and we're hiking through this area here to hopefully get to a point where we can fish and catch maybe some walleye, some bass, some perch. We'll see what we can get. Yeah, sure is a nice area, nice hiking through here, and hopefully, if we're lucky, we'll be able to get onto some nice fish. If that's not a human deadfall trap, I don't know what is. That is crazy. All right, folks, there's the first of the day. First nice little smallie. So we'll go ahead and stick this guy back and see if we can get our hands on another one. But so far, so good. You get it?
No, I can't. So...
There you go. How's it feel, buddy? No, bring him down here nicely and release him. Right over here.
Feels good.
Feels good? Feels good to be on the board now?
Mm-hmm.
Want to hold it up and show all the people at home your nice bass? There we go. Very nice, buddy. Release it. Just dip your hand in the water and he'll swim away. Sorry guys, here we are at camp. We're all set up. Got our tarp up. Got the picnic table pulled over. We forgot our camp chairs, unfortunately, but what can you do? On tonight's menu is steak, Caesar salad, and potato salad. We'll be cooking it on the fire pit once we get the fire started. And that's about it. But sorry guys, just want to show you something real quick here, which is the reason why I don't really like doing car camping that much anymore. And I much prefer just camping out in the woods. Wild camping. It seems to be that a lot of guys that are out there nowadays camping in the parks and all that stuff just don't care. I mean, we arrived at the camp today and there was wrappers and here, I'll give you a look here. Take a look at this. We had a pair of rubber boots left beside the fire with a broken camp chair. Been all duct taped down on the side there. We got duct tapes, wrappers, all kinds of stuff all over the place. Plastic bottles. And just to look even back here, I mean, there was more plastic bottles, propane canisters, all kinds of things just lying around everywhere. When I get everything all wrapped up and ready to go when we're leaving here, I'll probably pick up a bunch of this and just throw it in the garbage. I'm not going to leave it here. But I just wish, you know, if other people are going to be using these areas, that people would take care of it. It would make a little bit of sense. But nobody seems to really care. It sucks. Which is why I like to do my overnighters in the woods. Or do wild camping instead. And you don't have to worry about any of this crap. Most of the time, if you're lucky, if you'll see a water bottle or something like that along the shore. But garbage just left out in the woods, you don't come across it almost never. Anyway.
Hello guys, I just want to tell you a very nice snack to have while you're camping. You're going to need your mom, it's a spider dog. You're going to need your mom and daddy to help you. And let's get to it.
All right. Tell people at home what I'm going to do here.
He's going to cut it in an X on the sides.
So we'll make an X.
Into the middle on each side. And then when you put them on the fire, it makes it look like it's a spider.
All right. You want to go show people at home what to do? How it's done? Right up at the camera here?
You have the little poker right here and you poke it out. You poke it in.
All the way through?
Nope.
Well, you can do it all the way through, I think.
Yeah, but you...
Yeah, there we go.
You're able to do that.
Okay.
You put it like that, you open it. So you lay it over the fire and the legs end up spreading out like this, and then
How many legs? How many legs do we have on both sides?
4.
4 on each side.
Yeah.
That's why he's called a spider dog, right?
Yeah.
All right. So get to work, buddy.
I'll bring you back later when it's almost done.
All right. So Logan, how are those spider dogs looking, buddy?
Good.
You think they're almost ready?
Yeah.
Look at that. How cool is that?
Yeah. All right, guys. I hope you liked this tip on how to make spider dogs. Ow.
It's good. You're gonna be careful not to burn yourself, eh? So, just to stay true to form, of course, when I get outside, it's always got to rain. There was not supposed to be any rain this weekend. They were saying it was supposed to be nothing but beautiful and just awesome outside. Nothing but awesomeness. And sure enough, getting our fire started, getting things kind of cleaned up, and the rain came down and poured for like 2 or 3 minutes. I just shut the camera off and I moved it out of the way real quick just to be sure I didn't damage it. And while I was waiting for the rain to stop, I decided I would break out the Mocotaugan and do a little carving on this piece of cedar here, and maybe we can get a little spoon out of it. And just to show you quick what I've got so far, just messing around, trying to learn my tool. And as you guys know, every time I do get or make a new knife, I like to carve a spoon for it with it. Obviously, with a standard size style knife, you can't really carve out a bowl. But with the Mocotaugan, it's working out all right. You can see I got a little shallow bowl in there. It works out all right. It's carves really nice. The straight knife part of it actually removes the material quite easily, and it's quite controllable. The scoop part of it is going to take a little bit of practice to get used to. Slightly different than my my other hook knife because I can only go in one direction. So in future projects, what I would do is I would take the piece that I'm using, I would carve out my bowl on one side and then leave some material here to be able to carve out the bowl on the other side to make sure I can do it. In this one I made a mistake. I carved off the top and I didn't leave myself any material here to hold on to. So I kind of got to hold it in funny uncomfortable ways to be able to scoop out the bowl. But it works good. And what I've noticed is traditionally you'd hold it like this. You'd hold your Mocotaugan in your hand like this, and this would be your grip, and you'd pull it or you'd scoop it with it like that. But what I've also noticed is you could also hold it like this, like a traditional knife, and do small chipping push cuts with it. As right here, I don't know if you'll be able to see that, but there was a little bit of a knot right there, and I was having a hard time carving it, just pulling on it. But if I just put my thumb on it, I could really get some nice chisel work with it. And I'll see if I can show you. Yeah, if I just do some slight push cuts, you can get some really nice little chips. You can pop some chips out of there quite easily to thin out the backside of your bowl. It's quite a good tool. I'm pretty pleased with this. I can see with a little bit of practice and getting used to it that this would be a must-have when you're out in the bush and you have to bushcraft things. All right, so I'm getting yelled at. No. Time to put the spoon down. Stop carving the spoon and get the steaks on the fire. So this is what we came up with. It probably took me about a half hour out of a nice little piece of cedar. But anyway, again, I have to say, guys, if you get your chance to pick up one of these or make one yourself, it really is a pretty cool tool to mess around with, and that would be a pretty functional spoon out here. And with the little knot on there, you can use that to lift up your pot lid after if you need to. So it's gonna work out just fine. We'll be keeping this bad boy around. Dinner tonight. We're gonna have some nice T-bone steaks. We're gonna season those up right now with some Montreal steak spice. Telling you guys, if you don't have a XXX knife yet, you're missing out. This right here is a Pirate the Privateer, and this is one beast. Does everything you need to do. Wood processing, food prep, carving, all kinds of stuff. What a great, great knife. Alright, so we got our steaks inside of our bag. Just keep the flies off them for now. We'll wrap that up. Let that sit for an hour or so. Let those flavors mix. Now, I don't know if you guys have ever tried Montreal steak spice on your steaks, but my opinion, I don't think there is a better seasoning for steaks. It is by far my favorite, and it's a go-to. Just rub a little oil into your steak, and then sprinkle that stuff on. Let it do its thing. And you won't be sorry. So if you can, get your hands on it. Oh, listen to that sound.
Whoa.
So, there's our dinner. We got our potato salad, Caesar salad, and a nice T-bone steak. Should be delicious. Let's get the seal of approval from Mr. Logan here. That was a big boy. Is that good? Yeah? Alright. We've already had a couple visitors, or a visitor anyway. Raccoons started poking through our camp right while I was there. 6 feet away from me, didn't even care. Started looking around the grounds and checking things out, and yell at them, whatever. Doesn't bother him at all. Just like piss off, I'm shopping, dude, you know. But anyway, doesn't help much either that the previous people that were here, they left this morning before we got here, had thrown a whole bunch of garbage and eggshells and all kinds of food in the bush right behind us. And anyway, the raccoons are thinking they're just going to come rolling through here and do their shopping. But anyway, we're just going to let this fire die out, and then we're going to bed. So see you in the morning. Alright, so breakfast is on. Won't be long before we fire on a pot of coffee, and we're going to have some good eats. Toss that over a little bit more again there. I don't know if you guys have ever eaten corned beef hash before, but if you haven't, shame on you. You really should. You really should give it a try. It's very simple to make. A couple cans of corned beef, some couple cans of corned beef, some potatoes, onions, garlic, and you just chuck it in there, salt and pepper, and you fry it all up into a pan. And then as everything's kind of mixing up, whew, that's hot, boy. As everything starts to mix up, the flavors start to meld, it winds up becoming delicious. I'll bring you in here. Oh, and also we got a little bit of bacon in there too. So I'll bring you in here, give you a quick look at this, and we have way too much food for breakfast, but who cares? We're camping, and if we're gonna get anything out of this, it's gonna be some epic meals. So check this out. There's our corned beef. We got our coffee just perking up. I'm gonna bring you over here to this disaster of a table, and we've got some sausages, some bacon, and some sunny side up eggs to drop right on top of that. And when you cut it up and all that yolk mixes in with all that corned beef, it's just not even right. There's breakfast. Some toast, we got some bacon, We got some sausage, we got some corned beef hash, and a nice sunny side up egg, all cooked on a fire. This is gonna be awesome.
No, it did. It's just this is you.
He's checking us out. There we go. We got a big snapper right here. Don't try to catch him. No. He's looking for minnows, huh? Looks like a bit of a beast. Looking for a meal. It's a monster turtle. Oh, I'd love to catch him. If he comes up on land, I'm getting him. Look at that beauty. Come on, just fall in. Look at the size of him. We're hoping to catch a bunch of fish today, but Mr. Snapper Turtle here kind of ruined our fun a little bit. He would scare anything away from the dock, and anyway, we finally caught a fish, and we tried to feed it to the snapping turtle just to be friendly with the guy, since you know, trying to make a peace offering. But yep, he screwed it up. So that's it. We're all done. Time to go back to the camp and cook some ribs. Alright, let's grab the trusty privateer. Start slicing these fellers up into manageable sized pieces.
Well, let me try with my right hand.
Oh my God, you should smell that. There we go. They all fit. We're in business. Now usually when I try to cook in my Dutch oven here, I prefer to use briquettes and have a better established coals before I start doing this. But we got back from fishing a little bit late because we were messing around with that snapping turtle. When we got back, we kind of whipped the fire up real quick, used kindling to get it started, put a whole bunch of kindling in there, and then we realized the time was really late. So if we want to be able to eat this soonish, you want to make sure that we get them pretty well cooked here first before we flip the grate over and finish them off on the grill part, and we'll see how it goes. But I have a feeling it's going to be awesome. Alrighty guys, there's the ribs right here, all cooked up with our secret weapon, West Island Fire Jerk barbecue sauce. Gives a taste of the Caribbean to your ribs, and it's awesome. And our chicken's finishing up just over here. So we're just waiting for the rest of the guys to come back. They've gone for a toilet run. Anyway, they'll be back soon. Then we're gonna sit down and eat. So another epic meal for the weekend. It's gonna be good. Alrighty folks, that was our last night here. We're just wrapping things up, heading back to the gonna break down camp and then head on home. Just had some breakfast at the local corner shop, and now it's time to take down the packing. I'll get back to you guys a little bit later, and we'll chat about camping in these local parks. I'm probably not going to do it again. Sorry folks, so we had a pretty good time camping this week, but I just stopped filming yesterday night and through this morning when we broke camp. Things just got out of control. We had some people that moved into the site next to us, some young 20-year-old guys with no respect for anything, and they were cursing and swearing and acting like fools the whole night long. The park warden ended up having to show up at their site and threaten to fine them and remove them from the site if they didn't stop their behavior. And anyway, so by the time I woke up this morning, we woke up pretty early, and I was just like, you know what, let's tear down camp and get out of here. I've had enough of this. So we ended up tearing everything down, and we got out of Dodge, and that was it. So we came home. And anyway, we had some good times. Fishing was terrible, unfortunately, but we did have some really epic meals. So hopefully there was enough footage, and I got enough footage in this guy to make you guys a decent enough video. So anyway, you guys take care, get on explore, and hopefully we'll see you with a better one next time. Sorry, guys. Sorry.